Hey everyone, Pastor Jason here. I just want to take just a couple of minutes to address two key issues as we enter into the winter months, where we have inclement weather and we have cold and flu and other respiratory illnesses that go around. Hey, look, meeting at church is extremely important, and we're made to be together, and we need each other, and it's great to come together to worship God at one body and in spirit and truth. But there are times that we have to make decisions not to be here, and so I've developed two policies which will be actually uploaded and posted on our church website at bigcreekbaptist.com, and it'll be under the resources section as drop down resources if you want to read these in greater detail. But we just ask that you help us as we care for one another and care for you as well by helping follow these different policies. And so the first one is simply this. We want to provide a healthy and welcoming place for all here at Big Creek, even during the cold and flu season. And so we're asking for your cooperation with this. If you have a fever, or if you have symptoms like a cough, runny nose, or excessive sneezing, we ask that you please stay at home. It is okay. Matter of fact, our church family actually honors your need to rest and recover, and you can perhaps even join us in spirit by watching our online service and one of the different ways in which we make that available. And when you are here and you're not symptomatic, we just remind everyone the importance of washing your hands after or before touching other folks, such as a handshake or hugs. We'll get to those in a minute, or preparing food. And so if you're unable to use soap and water, we've made and we're making even more available hand sanitizers throughout the building. It's in the sanctuary, it's at the check-in, children's check-in. There'll be one at the welcome desk. Please just get in the habit of using those. Hattie and I joke around. She's so quick after I shake everyone's hand. So I hold your hand out and puts that on there. I've sanitized my hands so much, I don't think I have fingerprints, but that's okay. And those are the steps that you have to take to protect each other and not to hand things off to others. And so please help us to do that. Also, just a reminder, look, you're going to sneeze. There's dust, and, my nose is itching even as I'm talking about it. But please cover your coughs and sneezes with the tissue, your elbow, and not your hands. And also, I want to say this. You're welcome if you feel so inclined to wear a mask to protect yourself. You shouldn't have to feel judged by wearing a mask. If you want to wear a mask here, wear one. We're going to have them out at the different stations for you to do that. We want you to take precautions that you feel necessary, but also, if possible, to come engage in person worship. And this is going to be a hard one for us at Big Creek. This is a hugging, loving church. But we're going to have to consider some non-contact greetings, like a simple warm smile, a wave, or an elbow bump during our time of greeting or when greeting one another. And so we're going to have to take those steps for a while to be very careful. And if you do shake hands with someone and it's appropriate to do so, then just use a hand sanitizer right after. And so maybe not for you, but the people that you shake hands with after that, and we're just going to have to abide by these things so that we can care for one another. And look, we just want to thank you ahead of time for helping us protect the most vulnerable amongst us during this season. And so, well, that brings up the second thing that I want to talk about just really briefly, and that's our inclement weather policy. And so it's that time of year, as Monday proved to us, that, the weather forecasters, what a great job to have. You can be wrong 100% of the time and still keep your job. But, it got here in the parking lot, and the streets got really bad really quick. And so we didn't have to cancel a whole lot of things. And so several of you've asked, when do we cancel, and how do you make the decision, and how do you communicate that? And those are all very fair questions. And so we actually do have a policy that we developed last year. This will be our second year. I didn't do a great job of communicating that to everyone. And so let me just make a couple key points real quick. And so, in the case of bad weather like Monday, let's say that was Saturday, and everyone's wondering, well, are they going to have church on Sunday? This is what happens. Myself, along with the chairpersons of the Building and Grounds, the Safety Committee, and of the deacons, will have a discussion, and we'll consider a couple different things. Two very key things is this: what are the road conditions getting here, and then what is the condition of the parking lot here on the church campus? And so we will take those in consideration before we make a decision to whether we cancel a service, or we just need to make sure that we warn folks that it's good enough to come, but still there's some danger areas. And so we will have that discussion and make a decision. And then I will communicate that decision via our text message that goes out. A group, it's not a group text, it's a mass text that we use through our software here. And it's what you're probably watching this video from right now, as I text you a link and told you to click on this to watch. So make sure we have the current contact information so that we can get a hold of you in the case of inclement weather we have to cancel. But we will communicate through that text. We will post it on our website. We will post it on our social media sites such as Facebook. Make sure that you're following us and that you get notifications. And we're actually two news stations which we'll put on our website. I think it's Channel 41 and Channel 9, KMBC 9. I might not have that right, but and so they'll come across at the bottom, like with all the other cancellations as well. And so that's what we will do, and to notify you. Now it begs the question: what about the other services, such as Wednesday services? Well, here's the deal. If the Pleasant Hill School District cancels in-person services for the kids, then generally all kids' activities on Wednesday nights here at church are canceled, which means parents will be staying home with kids. So most likely we will cancel all Wednesday evening services. And again, we'll communicate those things through the different forms of media that way as well. All of their activities, such as those that count on Monday, Tuesday morning women's group that meets, Thursday morning men's coffee here. We'll post those on our website, on our Facebook website, and we will try to communicate that through whoever's in charge of those groups to those who normally attend. So please, if there's any question about the weather, check all those forms of communication to see before you call someone. And I was going to tell you, as a general rule, I encourage leaders of those groups and myself, along with the decision makers for the church for our big events, and we will always try to make those decisions the night before, so that you can plan accordingly. And we'll never, if at all possible, not do that. Wait till the last minute to call. I want to give you plenty of lead time to decide. Which brings me to my last point. As far as whether you attend or not during inclement weather, it's always ultimately it's up to the discretion of you. We got people that live all over the place here, not just Pleasant Hill. I just live a mile away. I could walk here if I need to. But we have folks that live in Garden City, Lee Summit, Blue Springs, Lottawanna, Holden, Kingsville, Lone Jack. And so the conditions might be different. And so you need to understand, if it's not safe for you, you've determined it's not safe for you to make it, we respect that decision. And please join us online. That's why we have an online ministry, so that you can stay at the safety of your home when it's not safe to get out, and still engage in worship and in the message. And Phil and I plan, if we have to cancel in-person services over the winter, that we're going to find a way to, from our home, the two of us, still be able to conduct service online, so that you can still engage in that. And it's always better in person, but sometimes, and thank God for technology, sometimes we're going to use that technology to keep people safe. And so there you have it. There's our two main areas that I wanted to talk about. And let me just say this real quick. This time of the year is for many the most lonely time of of the entire year. And the nights are long and the days are short. And the holiday season, just in general, can be a very lonely time for some. And so, I want to encourage you, our church, and during these next couple months. Why it can be lonely? Reach out to someone. Hey, whether it be a text, a phone call, reach out to them and just say, hey, look, I haven't seen you or talked to you for a while, and I just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. If there's any way I can pray for you during this time, and this leaves us opportunity to minister in a great way to one another, to practice on one another that we read about in the scriptures. And let me just say this. This includes you too. If you're sick and you've elected not to come, let us know so that we can pray for you, so that we can perhaps help you out to minister in any certain way. Reach out to your deacon, your family deacon, or reach out to the church via the church phone, or text me or call me and let me know that you're sick so we can pray for you. And perhaps if there's anything that we can do to assist you as you rest and recover, we'd love to know. Well, I think that's it for now. I'm looking forward to seeing Wednesday night services are still on. The parking lot's wet. I think it's going to be okay. So if you can make it, come join us for our Bible study and Mission Adventure for the kids. And if not, I hope to see you guys this coming Sunday as we continue our Advent series, Come Let Us Adore Him. And so I just want to say this on behalf of Hattie and I, we love you. We are so happy to be here in the Pleasant Hill area and to be part of Big Creek. And what an honor it is to serve as your pastor. And so please let me know if there's any way I can minister to you during this time. Well, that's it for now. We love you. God bless you. I hope to see you very soon. Bye.